Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, Raphael.
How are you, my friend?
I'm very fine.
You've
Yes,
been good?
welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
It's my farm.
Good to be back.
Yeah, thank you.
How have you been?
I'm been good.
The rain was not too much of a problem?
No, not that problem.
It's been quite heavy, the rains, eh?
No, not that bad. It's really raining.
Did it cause any problem with the flowering?
No.
Because I understand that when there's flower and heavy rain, the rain can destroy the flowers.
Yeah, can destroy, but this time now it's just raining normally. Not doing that badly. Yes, really good.
Because here in Meru,
Yes.
the main crop flowering is happening now.
Yes, it's happening now.
October.
October. From October up to December there.
So then the flowering is in October. Then you start having fruits now, as we see little fruits on your trees.
There's more fruit now is coming up. That's it will be good now by the month of April there. That's when we'll start ripening.
Hi everybody, we are here in Meru, around 270 kilometers north of Nairobi, more or less a 5-hour drive. We are welcomed today here by Mr. Shrubs, a good friend of ours that I like to refer as Mr. Mukarimu, because the name of his farm is Mukarimu, which is quite common in Meru to call a farmer by the name of his farm. Is that right? We are here at 1,500 meters high, and I think I said enough. Now let's hear from Mr. Mukarimu. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for welcoming us again.
Thank you so much.
So can you tell us about your farm? What is the name of that plot?
This plot is called Dura Farm.
Dura
Farm.
Dura farm. Does it mean something? Dura?
Yeah, Dura means selected.
Ah, right.
Yeah, selected.
Those are beautiful trees. I love this platform when you just come out and overlook those beautiful trees. Those looks like SL28, yeah?
Yes, it's SL28.
How many trees do you have?
Yes, more than 20,000 trees.
20,000 trees.
Yes.
So you'll call yourself a major estate, small to major estate.
Whatever, major estate.
How many acres do you have?
Here?
Yeah.
Here in Dura Farm.
Yeah.
Just 40 acres.
40 acres.
Yes.
And total you have?
Total about more than 50 acres.
50 acres.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we see a beautiful rainbow here.
Okay. That means in our culture,
Yeah.
that rain won't go far.
The rain will go far.
Yeah, once you see rainbow,
Yeah.
it means like now you don't worry because rain is going to be cut off.
Okay.
That's our belief.
That the rain is now going away.
Yeah, it's going away. Yeah, true. Yes.
And why did you choose SL28?
SL20 is a bit good in capping because started with many varieties, but I come to know SL20 capping. It can give a good cap. Yes.
And could you tell us a bit about your farming techniques? What pruning style do you use? What spacing do you have between your trees? I see you have quite few shade trees, which is quite nice. It creates a bit of microclimate. You're using quite a bit of mulching.
Yes.
Could you tell us about your farming techniques?
My techniques that once it's we give spacing 3 meters by 3 meters in the planting. Then we dig pits of 3 to 3 feet. When length and height, and you put and mix manure. Then you plant a seedling. Yeah, after it just grow, and then when it grew up, then that's when I put these seeds because of direct sun.
Yeah.
No,
The shade trees.
yeah, you give this seed.
When
seed,
did you plant those shade trees?
7 years.
Wow, so
yeah,
only
7
in
years.
7 years.
Yes,
you
in
managed
our
to get-
area with 7 years we can get big. This one is a big meadowlark. We call it the meadowlark. This one,
Yeah.
it sends leaves when it's necessary. Like when it's sunny, it has leaves. But when it's raining, like now, you can see it sends leaves. There's nothing like leaves. But when it comes in the month of January, when it's too sunny, it has leaves. That's why I'm putting this one. And the other one, moringa there, we call it that one moringa.
Moringa is the tea. Apparently it's very good for the health.
No, it's that type of tea.
It's a different moringa.
Yeah, it's just moringa, and on the other side neem, and this one is gravelia.
Gravelia.
Yes.
In a pruning style, I see you're doing single stem.
Yeah, I'm using single stem because of spacing where weed right, and you don't like to coffee to be bushy.
Yeah.
Where once it not get enough right, it won't give fruits.
So 3 meters by 3 meters is so the root system doesn't compete.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the single stem, you have more breathing,
More breathing
and more access to the light.
Yes, I think it is be easier to do pruning. Pruning with one single season, pruning will be very easy.
So do you have to every 7 or 9 years do you cut it or
no, it's
strip it?
Yeah, at least 7 years I renew, and every 7 years. Yeah, that's when I renew again. When I cut the suits, and within one year it will come again to give for production. Yes.
So now tell us a bit about your history. How did you get in coffee? How did you? When did you start it? Was it a family business?
Well, my family was a big family. My father blessed with the 3 wives.
Oh wow!
And he didn't afford to educate us much. So he educated me up to Form 4. And my Form 4 is like for primary you have 7 years, then secondary 4 years. That's where he couldn't able to give me the big far education. That's when now I decided, because he was a farmer, to at least to do what he was doing. That's when he gives me 150 trees to start.
150 trees.
Yes, and that time was serious. I wanted to show people that coffee can do good production. Where others was getting to 5 kilos, 2 kilos to 5 kilos, I was getting that over 30 kilos in a stem.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And that made me to afford to lease farmers, coffee trees.
So you're leasing farmers' coffee trees?
Yes.
Like you come in, you say, hey, can I lease your plot of coffee?
For 10 years or 5 years.
And you sell the coffee?
Then
you grow the coffee, you sell the coffee, and you make the money like this? Or?
Yeah. That's where I get money.
Okay.
I'm able to buy my samba.
When did you buy your first chambra?
1992, or since 1992, 1998 there.
Oh, okay. So you started with your first 150 trees.
Yes.
How old were you?
I'm almost 60 now.
I mean, you look
And
very
that-
young, by the
no,
way,
no,
for
no,
60.
I'm 60 because I have my son with 40 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not that.
But how old
young.
were you when you started with your 150 trees?
I was almost 25 years.
So at 25 years old, you had 150 trees.
Yes.
Then 10 years later,
Yeah.
you bought your
My own farm. My own farm.
How many trees did you have when you bought your own farm?
About 1,000, 1,500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
in
it's
that
quite
time, but with the 1,500, because I was doing good with 150, I was like now a large farm. I was feeling like a bigger farm.
Yeah.
That's when now I started growing and doing recharge, visiting people with the coffee, the bigger farm, seeing whether they can, even though there are some who did teach me or show me on how they do their farm, but indirectly I was able to penetrate and see, know better, more about the coffee.
So in 1998, 2,000 trees. Now in 2020, 22 years later, how many trees?
2020. Now 2020,
Yeah.
I have more than 50 acres.
50 acres,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
How many trees is that?
About 50, 40 to 60,000 trees. You know, like this one, I told you, I have here over 20,000. There's another one, Samba, up there. And in that area, altitude is 1,600. Yeah. Though it's not bigger than this one, because this is my bigger farm.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, others is with the 2 or 4 acres, 3 acres. Like my daughter here, she has 1.5 acres. I want to know whether she can do something like coffee farming.
So a problem we have in Kenya with the challenges that we meet in the coffee industry, such as the cost of production, such as global warming, such as the cost of land and so on, farmers are getting less young, or let's say farmers are getting older, and the youth are not necessarily interested in farming. You just mentioned your daughter that I met the other day, Theory, which we were doing some cupping and roasting together. That she's in coffee farming. You managed to, she got some interest somehow.
She's so interested in doing coffee farming because the way I'm supporting them, she came to realize there is something here. Though my father is somehow not that far, that's why she want to know better and see whether she can do better than me, because I did better than my father. So that's why I told them I'm getting old and you can take over, and you can't take over straight. You have to start slowly as how I started, and she appreciate. Now she got 1.5 acre by own. Then I'm looking for her and see whether how she is doing. Maybe she will take over.
Wow.
Yeah. Soon and very, as I see, she is willing, doing coffee. As you know, you are with her the other day, cupping.
Yeah, I could tell she was very interested and passionate about it.
She's asking me whether there is somewhere, if anywhere she can even go, because I told him without knowing cupping, in Kenya, as you know, we are not that in cupping, good in cupping. Farmers are just told your cup is now 70, 80, 85 without knowing what is 80 to that. Now she is now telling me she wants to know if she gave coffee, she must know About this coffee, not like cars who are giving coffee without even knowing what's the quality.
And well, I'll be, we launching the East African School of Coffee next week in Nairobi, in Gigiri, next to the UN Embassy. And so we'd like to invite Thierry to come and join us for barista and cupping classes as a gesture of our appreciation for your time and the partnership we have had over the last few years.
Thank you to hear.
And so I hope maybe I'll meet her tomorrow. And I hope she'll be happy to join the classes. And I heard as well you're doing some youth program. You got some young men and women from the Meru community into coffee farming.
Yeah, and just started the other last year. Just trying to support women. You know, in Meru, culture in Africa, maybe women are not recognized in whatever. So I just think of how I can help women. And as you know, you just give the support which you have. Because I know doing coffee farming, then that's why I organize women in this area, and each woman I give 50 seedlings, and I help them in giving them seedlings and preparation, or measuring beads and whatever, giving them support in manure. So I have now over 50 women in the coffee farming, where they register now as Dura coffee organic women growers.
So is it going to be organic?
Yeah, we are now trying to go in organic coffee, where you know this spraying coffee with the vaccine which are not in cup. You made the
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then as well, there's many other alternatives to chemical.
No, I'm trying to avoid the chemicals. No, I'm not using any chemicals in the coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, just put.
What do you use instead?
Yeah, they are organic chemicals now, which are coming from America, and we are now using organic chemicals.
You see, it's doing good.
It's good and doing good because once you apply, like now, when it's too rainy, you can't see any sending of fruits. As you can see now, it's a bit good, better than using the chemicals, bad chemicals, because it will reflect in cupping. Yeah.
In cupping and as well in keeping your land healthy.
Yeah.
For the generation to come.
That's good.
Amazing. Well, what is the name of that youth group?
Women, Dura organic coffee growers. Dura women organic coffee growers.
Dura women organic coffee growers.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's very exciting, and I'm very pleased to see that as an individual you're taking this initiative to try to pass on your knowledge of coffee and your passion to the younger generation, because as we know, if we want to still have this beautiful Kenyan coffee around in 10-20 years, we need somehow to make the industry attractive for the youth.
Sure.
So I wish you the best of luck for that Women in Coffee Organic program, which is a youth program, and we hope we get some support from the coffee community in Kenya and outside of Kenya. And when do you think we'll be able to cup their first production?
Next year.
We'll be looking.
Maybe in the month of June there.
We'll be looking forward to this. Well, Mr. Mukarimu, I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'm gonna to thank you. Maybe it's time to visit the plot of your daughter, Phyllis.
Yes.
Should we go have a look?
Yes, you can. Yeah, welcome. Let's
Thank
go.
you very much.
Yeah, come.
So, Mr. Mukarimu, we are back. As we were mentioning earlier, we are now at Phyllis plantation. So, where are we?
We are at the Kavirone farm.
Kathirune farm.
Kavirone farm.
Does Kathirune mean something?
Kavirone means many bushes. There one time was a big bush in this area.
Like a big forest.
Yeah.
And Kathirune,
Kavirone,
that's a Meru name.
the narrow name. This area now is called Kavirone. Yeah, it's a sub-location. As we are here in Kenya, there is location, sub-location, whatever. So we are in Kavirone farm.
Very amazed. How old is your daughter?
My daughter is now about
30. I'm amazed that this is impeccable farming practices. I can see the trenches, which allows water retention, which as well how far apart are the trees?
3 meters to 3 meters.
3 meters, so less trees per square meters, but more productivity per tree, less competition for the nutrients in the soil because the roots have more space to develop. The soil is nice and moist, is not compact, which enable more aeration. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
What is the name of that grass?
In our Meru language, we call it Kenyaki.
Kenyaki.
Green grass.
Green grass.
That means once it is grown up, it is cut for mulching, for doing mulching.
And what this grass as well is very good for mulching. It's very good for cows.
Yes.
It's very good to fight against erosion. Okay. He doesn't compete with the roots of the coffee.
Just the roots is just up to here. They can't go through there. That's why we are planting this one without the big roots. Yeah.
I see as well you're using quite a bit of organic matters for mulching and retaining moist. Yeah. I mean, this is single stem as well. We know that the most direct the distance between the roots to the coffee cherry, usually the more dense the coffee cherry and the better quality. So this is 2 years old. 2 years old, is that correct?
Now it's 2 years this month. It's completing this month 2 years old.
So once again we're in Meru, so the crop is reversed to central Kenya, and right now this is like fly crop, end of fly crop.
Yeah, this one, the small one, but the bigger crop is this one. This one is the end of the fly crop, but in central we call it the big crop.
So this is, let's say, the lesser good cherries of the year. Yeah. On a tree that is only 2 years old, SL28, and the flowers here are the flowers for the main crop. Yeah. So those flowers, if you come with me,
this year I'm expecting about 15 kilos this season.
Amazing.
Yeah, as you can see fruits, the small one, this one, the flowering is also coming up, meaning by the end of this year, in the month of April, this one will give over 15 kilos.
Knowing that in Kenya, the average of number of kilos of coffee cherries per tree is 2 to 3 kilos. So you're aiming at least to five times more than the average,
Exactly.
which I think with the farming practices that you are conducting, that your daughter are conducting, and I can tell there is already a little update in terms of farming practices compared to your farm. And those flowers will be then the main harvest. So this should be turning into cherries in May.
Yeah.
To be ready to harvest around May 2021.
Yes. If you come in May, you get fruits. That's that time we will be picking coffee.
So you're telling me that all those trees, 1,000 trees, are all SL28?
Yeah, SL28. I told you my farm I'm just doing with SL28 because as I told you, as a good cup, yeah. As you saw the other time, I gave you my coffee. Yeah, it tastes about, it gives about 85 points. And this one I'm expecting more than maybe 87, 88 this season. Yeah.
Well, this is impeccable. The terraces for water retention against erosion, the soil that is not compact, the grass planted that can be used for mulch or can be used for cows feeding, which actually this grass is quite expensive on the market for cows. And and SL28 100%. So if one person were to buy the coffee here, he would be guaranteed to be 100% SL28.
28, exactly, true.
100% SL28.
3% XL28.
That's amazing because in Kenya often the coffee is mixed.
No, I won't mix myself. I'm just practicing 12 SL28, only SL28. Because of production, it gives a good production. Others can't give 40 to 50 kilos, but with this can give up to 50 kilos a stem.
And so please note that 2 years old SL28, the altitude is not very high, it's 1,400 meters more or less, in Meru County, a few kilometers away from Meru town. This tree was planted 2 years ago. Look at how bushy, how beautiful, how healthy are all those trees. And this is the end of fly crop. So those would be the less quality cherry of the year. Even though they're the less quality of cherry of the year, look at the size of them. Look at the size of them. Massive cherries, so it means a lot of air, which usually means higher quality.
Yeah, my next one here, this would be up to 60 feet. This one must meet with this one, and this one, another one. That's why I want to keep a single stem, because of don't want bushy coffee. Because coffee needs, plant needs light, needs hair. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to your daughter, and we'll be looking forward to cup the first harvest. So, did it give cherries this year?
Yeah, there's a little you can see. She has a small crop. This small crop is a little. By January you can cup and.
So after 1 year of being planted, yes, it already gave you cherries.
Yeah, first crop.
How many kilos per tree, do you know?
He has now about 1,500 for the first peak. Yeah.
So it was like 1 kilo or 2 kilo per tree, which is amazing because normally a coffee tree takes 3 years to generate the first crop. Well, that shows that SL28 is still a very viable tree. In Kenya, it's still 1,400 meters high, so not so high. We see as well the young shade trees that your daughter planted already, shade trees.
It's not picked, but by next 2 years, once you come, you'll see a seed tree all over the farm.
So she already thought about the future. people with no shade trees, I think, will have struggle over the next 10 to 20 years. Well, thank you so much, and we'll come back here next time with your daughter Pilis so she can tell us more about the farm. And we're looking forward to cut the first real crop. And this is, I would call that a demo plot.
Yeah, it's like a demo process so that she can inspire others. This one, she must do the best so that others will at least copy.
Amen. And this is really encouraging. And I think this looks like the future of Kenyan coffee. Thank you, Mr. Mukarimo.
Thank you so much also to you for visiting me. Maybe you are welcome even next time. Anytime you would like to come, it's open. Okay, I appreciate your visit. I also appreciate what you are doing at your school. I think my daughter soon she will come and know something about doing coffee, good coffee, and there she will do something good to others, to be sown by others.
Well, thank you for saying so. And yes, we're launching the East African School of Coffee next week. As I mentioned, we're all very excited. It has been a challenging year for many of us, and coming through with the school makes us very happy. And yes, we want it to be a platform for people like you, your daughter, Nairobi barista, and farmers and cuppers, and not necessarily just Nairobi barista, come together and share the knowledge of the segment of the industry, so each other can share a bigger piece of the coffee knowledge and hopefully empower the Kenyan coffee industry. Thank you, Mr. Mukari.